First and foremost, welcome to Bits and Pieces, a horror one-shot for Call of Cthulhu. We're going to set this in the Gaslight era, roughly 1890, the Victorian age in England. As such, this will have a slightly sinister air to it. We also miss out on some of the major conveniences. There is electricity, but it's relatively uncommon. Most homes wouldn't have had electric lights, but some more wealthier individuals may have, or some larger facilities. Everything was essentially lit by gas lamps, gas lights, candles, things like that. There were some telephones, not like a cell phone in your pocket kind of thing, but some, the police may have had a line. And if you were to call out, you would pick up the phone and a person would answer, the operator, and you would tell them where you wanted to be sent to, and they would then, pull the little plugs and shuttle the system over. It was very, very uncommon, but there are telephones in existence at the time. Just to kind of give you an idea of where we are as far as technology, there were no vehicles as well. This was horse-drawn carriages, wagons, things of that sort. Bicycles were around, but
presumably steam trains.
yeah, yep, and steam trains. Steam trains, steamboats would have been available as well. Let's go ahead and jump in. Your evening is ruined. All plans are off after you received a frantic plea from Dr. Lawrence Warwick, a consulting physician who, until now, worked at a variety of hospitals across London. Recently, Warwick lost his position at St. Bartholomew's Teaching Hospital due to a dereliction of his duties, which was probably code for some sort of scandal. Authorities revoked his medical license, barring him from practice. Warwick did not take the dismissal well. Earlier today, he called upon you and ranted wildly about how his actions had been necessary to avert some terrible crisis. Via an intermediary and nurse at the hospital, his message reached you. Most of Warwick's letter was incoherent, although he did linger on a few sinister words. He mentioned cultists, resurrection, and the need for cleansing fire. Dropping whatever you were doing, you have responded to his call. You have taken it upon yourselves to find Warwick and figure out exactly what's happening. Our story begins as you arrive at his small apartment, a small suite with an attached consulting room and office in downtown London. When you enter, the living room, kitchen area, and bedroom all look normal but quite messy. However, things are different when you reach the consulting room and office. Let me take us to the apartment. Let me pull some tokens out here. As you enter his apartment, you are met first in the small reception area that leads into his consulting room, where he might meet patients. But then there is a door here to the left that would go into his apartment proper. Where do you go?
I actually slightly shout out or loudly speak, "Hello, Dr. Lawrence?"
You pause for a moment to see if there's any response, and there are none. It is very quiet and still in here.
Have I ever been in this apartment? Presumably not.
You tell me, have you been here?
Probably not.
Probably
I
not.
have probably met Doctor many times in his work. It's possible he was treating me also in some more remote or not illegal locations, but private locations. But I don't think I have visited him in his. I will assume he is in more well-to-do part of the town, and well, I may have had work here, so to speak, but not here.
And I think if you had been here, you would have only been through this door, knowing that that goes into a meeting room, but you have never been into his apartment proper. And
Was there how does it smell, I guess, in here? Does it smell,
give me a spot hidden roll.
Any particular way? Let's see.
There is a strong smell of kerosene in here, which could be used to light lamps, but normally a home would not smell quite that strongly of kerosene. Um, but you
Maybe I should not
definitely,
smoke here yet.
yeah, definitely don't light a pipe in here or anything.
Well, he had mentioned something about fire, so perhaps that's not the best sign.
Good point, yeah.
And if you want to go through any of those doors, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah, I will go to the left-hand door. How do I ping here? Oh shit, I wanted to knock, not open them.
You can go ahead and give it a knock. There is no response.
Yeah, let's. Then I will actually like peek inside, not fully walk in, but look inside if I see the good doctor,
So
which
you
I
can
don't
see
see from
that
here.
there is light coming from within the room from a lamp that is lit, and you can see his well-appointed apartment. He's got a fine leather chairs, a leather sofa, rugs, rather clean and nice-looking in here. And you can see there are some additional doors leading into other rooms.
I will walk into the room and call for doctor. This time a bit louder.
Give me a listen roll, please.
Uh-huh. 1 sec. I don't think I have really many particular ears, but let's try. No.
No. Yeah, again, no response to your calls. And again, you are free to wander around and explore.
Actually, if I return back to all the way to the entry door, do I see that the lock has been picked or any
Ah,
violent entry?
yeah, give me a spot hidden roll with a bonus die.
Spot hidden with a 1 bonus die, ending it.
Oh, excellent. The bonus die helped you. You notice that the lock has not been picked. The door has been unlocked. It was unlocked when you got here. You're able to go right in. It was not ajar. It had been shut, just not locked.
Mm-hmm.
And it does not look as though anyone has damaged the door or the lock to get in.
Mm. Okay. Adaptive movement collides with wall. And collides with wall.
Now, Dr. Campbell, you have stumbled into looks to be his bedroom. There are two lamps again that are lit here, and you would know that to leave a lamp lit and not be here is very unusual because of the risk of fire.
Well, perhaps if I could put them out.
Yeah, you reach your hand over, uh, give it a little puff of air, turn the gas down on the little kerosene lamp, and they go out. Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to open that. There's a closet over there, you can see.
Is there any sign of him being here recently?
Give me a spot hidden check. Dr. Campbell, his bathroom seems to be immaculate, spotless. Clearly, this is someone who is concerned about cleanliness. Randolph, you have no idea. You can push that if you like. If you want to push it, you can click on the score, and it will let you push or spend luck to get a success there. Or you can just choose to take the failure.
I'll push that, I think.
So you missed it
Unlucky.
again. So if you push a skill and you miss a second time, there's usually a negative consequence. What happens is, had there been anything here like um, maybe a hot teapot or something like that, you fail to notice. In fact, you would see that there is a tea kettle on the stove, and you feel it. You pick it up. There's a little bit of water in there, and you use it to actually wash your hands. You're feeling a little bit grimy from the weather out there, and you would want your hands to be quite clean, and so you go ahead and wash your hands so that you don't leave any sort of or if there's any sort of disease here that may have been to blame. But in doing so, you realize, oh, I don't. That may have been a clue, but you have missed out on that. Again, nothing huge game terms. Just had there been something, you may have disturbed it so that others couldn't find that.
I would imagine that I have visited his house before. Would I know where his office is?
Yeah, so when you first came in, it would have been to the other side. To the here you'd come in the main door and gone left into his apartment. His office would have been to the right. That's where he would meet the public and where he would have all of his files and information.
Well, that might be a good area to investigate.
Okay, just from like professional habits, do I see any valuables in easy reach?
Yes, so he's got a small wallet with he's got a coin purse as well as a wallet. His wallet it's a large wallet like a billfold. It has several crisp paper bills in there, and his coin purse is there, which is filled with probably got about 4 pounds worth of money there, which would be a substantial amount of money. In
My
other words, it
spending
does
is
not look
my
as though he's
spending
been
for
robbed.
days two
Right.
pounds.
Yeah, this is, you could live well on this 4 pounds here.
Yeah.
Now, Doctor
Yeah. Okay. Let's see the office.
Dr. Campbell, you go into this first part of the office. This is an area where people might come to meet and consult with the doctor. Now, there's something on the table that you can see there. It looks to be some sort of note. And let me show you what you find. I'll show everyone this, and I will send it to the chat as well. And do you want to go ahead and read that for us, Dr. Campbell?
Certainly. A mummified man found. Metropolitan police were called to vacate a property on South Caper Street when local neighbors complained of a strange smell. Upon entering the property, the police discovered the mummified remains of a man whose identity has yet to be established. Inquiries are ongoing, sorry.
So strange clipping on this desk. Or on the floor of this room.
Does
Well,
the carpet look like a bit of a messily laid out, not
It
normal
does.
straight?
Yeah, going from
Okay.
his apartment where everything was relatively neat and organized, the carpet it's kind of kicked up on one end, as though maybe there was a commotion in here, or perhaps someone left in a hurry, and as they ran through here, they may have kicked up the corner of that carpet.
Funnily enough, the first idea of Mr. Blythe is to look underneath because someone might have been hiding something under the carpet.
Excellent. As you roll up the carpet, you see, first of all, that there is a significant amount of dust and dirt under here. Clearly, Dr. Warwick is accustomed to just sweeping things under the rug rather than
I
putting everything
see.
into a dustpan. And so you're kind of alarmed to see this very clean man just sweeps everything under here. There is a possibility that he has a cleaner that comes in and takes care of this, but this seems a little bit out of place.
Well then, let's knock on this door below, and if nothing happens, then I will open it.
There's no response, and you have
Okay.
found the
Oh,
public washroom
toilet.
for anyone that comes in.
Would there actually be flushing toilets connected to sewer system? Might have been already.
It,
I guess in the richer houses, yeah.
yeah, in the more wealthy homes, he would have had a water closet with the you pull the chain and the tank empties. It probably still just flows right out into the nearest water source,
Uh-huh.
if not into the street itself.
Yeah, cool stuff. I probably still have just chamber pot.
Yep. So yeah, if you want to take this opportunity to avail yourself of the facilities, might be the first time you've ever used a flushing toilet.
Randolph, why don't you knock on this door here, our gunman?
Sure.
Yeah, don't mind me taking cover.
As you knock on that door, it opens right up. It was not shut. It opens, yields to your touch, and peering inside, you can see it's an absolute disaster. Absolute mess in here. A scene of chaos. Papers and furniture everywhere. Tools litter the floor, and this room reeks of kerosene. There's no sign of Warwick. But whatever happened here, you need to find him, figure out what frightened him, and make sure things don't get out of hand.
Can I kind of just look through some of these papers here to see if there's anything important?
Yeah, absolutely. Give me a library use roll with a bonus die. This is
Can
just
I find a source of kerosene and hopefully shut it off? If
Yes, give me a spot hidden for that. Ooh, wow. Extreme success for the library use roll. And you're
Nothing.
unable to find the source of kerosene. You suspect it's probably, judging by some spillage on the floor, as though he had perhaps a large container of kerosene in here, probably one he would use to fill his lamps. But looks like it was spilled on the floor in here, as though he was gathering things up in a hurry, and maybe some happened to spill out. Now,
but I don't see any open flame that could send us all to
nope,
hell,
nope,
right?
you do not. The only
Good.
open flame that remains was in the living room, and if you guys were putting out the lights, you probably would have put that one
Yeah.
out too. So let me go put that one out. With the library use roll, you find some documents, and I'll let you go ahead and read this since you did so well in finding them for us. Looks like you get roughly 4 pages worth of documents. And do you want to read that to us, Randolph?
Sure. The first one says, how old is the corpse? What is the process of mummification? Egyptian, was it wrapped or natural due to conditions, cold or dry? Ritual, presentation or sanitation? Internal organs removed or in
situ.
situ?
So that is a medical term meaning that the organs were left in place.
Okay. Check for arsenic as evidence of pre-19th century procedure. Sorry, I'm not sure what that word says.
Arterial.
Arterial infection, cavity removal. The one next to it says examination indicates regrowth, unbelievable regeneration. What happens if left unchecked? Full reanimation. Can't be allowed, burn it. St. Bart's morgue has an incinerator.
And these all seem to be in the same handwriting, most likely Dr. Warwick's. What do you...
Does the name Saint Bart's Morgue tell me anything? As in, where is it?
So you know that he did have employment at St. Bartholomew's, and that is a large teaching hospital
right.
in London, and they would have a morgue there, and so it's possible that's where he's gone. Randolph, what do you think when you read these items? What was your response?
Well, I think that mummification clipping we saw in the other room, um, possibly he has found something that has been mummified, and it seems like he wants to burn it.
Let me have Dr. Campbell give me a forensics roll. That would be under science. That's a terrible roll. Do you want to push that or spend luck?
Yeah, I'll push that. Sure. Oof.
Yeah, you're unable to put any other clues together other than what you see before you, but it definitely sounds as though he may have gone to St. Bart's. He was on to something.
You also get headache from thinking too hard.
Yeah, don't think too hard. But one thing that does happen with this failed push roll is I need a sanity roll. As you read that the good doctor, and you being a doctor as well, these things maybe mean a little bit more to you. Give me a sanity roll, Dr. Campbell.
Is that just a skill? I don't remember where.
So on your character sheet on the main page, you're going to have, I think it's on the bottom left.
Oh, right there. I see it. Yes.
Just click on SAN. Okay, so you pass, so you will lose 0 points of sanity for that, but it does shake you a little bit, excuse me, to see that he has been performing some sort of study or experimentation on, sounds like a body, perhaps a mummified body. Piecing that together with the newspaper clipping that you found, it definitely sounds as though he's maybe gotten in a little deep into something that he does not know much about, and you are concerned for not the first time for his safety, realizing that this was not a break-in, but that he left in a hurry because perhaps he felt he was in danger.
Yeah, he is not probably an insane man, so why would he write about possible regeneration on a corpse? That's not possible, right?
Exactly.
Right?
Well,
okay, I will go and have a look at this table here, because there is still some paperwork here. This may be his study or anything. Actually, was he sleeping here? Is this some sort of sleeping bag next to
it looks as though he was so engrossed in his work he couldn't even be bothered to walk into his bedroom. He would just sleep here on a pile of blankets. And you can see all around him are books on anatomy, books on preservation of a body, both for embalming purposes as well as ancient techniques of mummification. On that desk, there is a map of London, and it has St. Bartholomew's circled on the map.
Anything that would suggest that he was writing letters to someone else than us three?
Ooh, give me it's definitely gonna be a roll for that. Give me a psychology roll for that. Trying to evaluate the state of his mind.
Oh God!
Oh
God! I'm thinking too hard. I probably poke out my eye with a pen or something.
Yeah, you're not sure that that he has made any contact with anyone other than the three of you before tonight. You don't see anything that might indicate as such. If he had written letters, they've likely all been sent.
Yeah, I'm not pushing this. I'm not testing it. Nothing that I can tell from here.
No.
Is there? So it looks like perhaps some bottles of something on this table and some a bone saw of some sort.
Yeah. So there are.
What does it look like? Yeah.
There are some medical tools here, and one of them is in fact a bone saw. This would be something used to disarticulate a body. It might be used during some sort of anatomical study or research. Could also be used for amputation. And these bottles all contain different preserving liquids, formalin, formaldehyde. There's even a bottle with arsenic in it, as though he was experimenting perhaps on flesh.
So I also
Okay.
see this shovel down here. Maybe he dug up a body or something.
There is dirt
Yeah, that's
on
also
that
something.
shovel. Yeah, there's dirt on the working portion of that shovel.
Would I know? Would he have any like secure cabinets or somewhere where he would keep important documents or supplies?
Next to his working desk, there is some sort of filing cabinet,
Yeah,
what looks like a
there
filing
is
cabinet.
in fact, it's probably a safe where he would keep all of his most important documents. So in the other room, there is a small cabinet. It's like right there, and it is locked. It's going to take a. If someone wants to try and lock pick that, it's going to be a hard success to pick that.
God, do we want to try it? He's a family friend. I think I can do it, but do we want to do it? Like, I don't want to mess with his privacy.
Well, it could be could have important information that could help us to save his life.
It also seems like he's been up to some suspicious activities, so it might be best to just have a little peek.
Spoken like a true criminal, even though you're not playing the criminal.
Fuck me. Okay, yeah, I will take it slow. Like, it's a preparation for potential pushing of the skill. So yeah, just take it easy. Take a good look inside the lock. Try it first. Just gently, don't get it stuck. And click. Oh, that's not hard enough.
So that's a regular success. So you can push that, or you could spend luck if you want to get that. It's going to cost you 24 luck to make that a hard success, or you can push that roll. If you push it and don't succeed, you cannot spend luck at that point.
Yeah, I will probably get the lock jammed. Well, it's a tricky one. I'm actually not sure I can get that. Oh. Mr. Blythe's gear says that, well, his backstory says that he has a high quality lockpicking which grants bonus die to locksmith rolls.
Yeah. So let me let you re-roll that one with a bonus die.
Before he does that, could Dr. Campbell help him maybe find in one of those bottles a lubricant or something, and that might help him pick the lock?
You know that what would be beneficial is if you could find some graphite and give me a spot hidden roll. You'll need an extreme success to find graphite. That is not even a regular success. If you want to push it, you may. If not, you cannot find
No,
graphite.
does not seem to be
Yeah.
any.
Yeah, valiant effort. Yeah, okay, let's send it then. I will push it. Or can I push it with bonus die? That's probably a good question.
You probably have to re-roll it.
Yeah,
we can
I
count
suspect
this
so.
as the. If you actually want to
Yeah.
roll it again, that will count as having done it the first time with the bonus die. And then we'll take the better of those
Okay.
two results. Oh wow, it's the same. So the first one was better with the 49.
Yeah, okay, no, I can't open it.
Yep.
He's a tricky one. I'm surprised he has this good luck. But I mean, he is a rich person and he probably has something important there.
And it could well just be that that's where he keeps money, but whatever is in there, it seems to be hidden from view.
Interesting. Can I, out of curiosity, like professional curiosity, see who is the manufacturer of the safe?
Yes, absolutely. So there's a mark on the side, and it says Williams Brothers of London.
Does the name say anything to me?
Give me a roll. That is going to be probably an
Education? No.
Yeah, let's do education.
Like,
Ooh,
I mean,
excellent.
I'm just messing around. Ah, so I probably saw such saves before.
Yeah, you
Like, not
have
this, maybe
seen
this,
these
not this
saves.
particular make, but yeah.
The issue with these saves is they are not mass produced. They are made. They're custom made. So he would have placed an order for this safe. Safe is very expensive. This safe is probably worth more than what's inside of it, and as
Oh
such,
man.
the lock is very difficult. You do know that very few safes can survive a long drop. If you were to drop it off of his apartment balcony, it would fall roughly 30 meters. There's a good chance it may smash itself on the ground.
Or every policeman in the universe.
Exactly. Plus
Yeah, and
whatever
it's
was in
very like
there.
Can I just try like
no, like
shaking it around to see like what sounds whatever is inside it makes?
It's quite
it,
heavy. It is
yeah, it's
not bolted
quarter
to the
ton if not
wall.
more.
Yeah, so you could. I mean, you could try to jostle it. Give me a strength roll. You need an extreme success to even get this thing to.
Can we try using the shovel as some sort of lever to lift it
Yeah,
at
that
least
would give you a
slightly?
bonus die. Ooh. Okay, so that is not an extreme success, but you can make it one by spending 5 luck.
Sure. I'll do that.
So it begins to jostle, and there's something in there. You can hear sounds, and it sounds like something just fell over. It sounds like coins, perhaps a stack of coins in there. And then you shake it a little more, and you hear a gentle rustling sound as though perhaps paper documents. It could be a will. It could be, anything in there. But it sounds like there's money and documents in there.
Alright, so I don't think it's anything super important.
Well, even if it is, I don't think we can practically get in there.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds as though the good doctor has probably gone to St. Bartholomew's morgue to incinerate the subject of his research. The information he sent you earlier today, it sounded like he was in great distress. And he is not here. You're still trying to find him and ensure that he is safe and well. You know that he's probably not in a good state of mind. He was recently released from his employment. And in fact, his employment was at St. Bartholomew's. He's probably not even supposed to be there. And so he may get in trouble for breaking and entering in this place.
Actually, out of curiosity, if from all the disguising I have done in my days, can I find anything like his employee ID card? It's no longer valid, but it might help
Oh,
fool a security guard.
absolutely. So he's got lab coats in here. He's got things that would have said Saint Bartholomew's with his name probably embroidered upon them. He does have an identification badge. It has his picture on it and his name. It's something that he would. I mean, they didn't have magnetic strips. You wouldn't pass through a door,
Yeah.
but you might show it to security or someone to allow you to gain entrance somewhere. And his badge is here. So
Well, I will take at least one lab coat and one badge if I can, like, reasonably shove it into some pocket. Probably
Yeah.
not pocket.
And that's going to
But
give you a bonus die on any disguise roll that you need to make.
when looking like a doctor of certain metal is concerned. Yeah.
Well, where would you like to go next?
Any ideas, gentlemen? I think there is no other way. That if we have to find the doctor, and I want to find him, make sure he is fine. He's been with us, well, with me in particular, for a while. So I think we have to go to Saint Bartholomew's.
I agree.
Yes. Would I know any other doctors that work there?
You would, yeah. In fact, you would be familiar, if not friendly, with quite a few of the staff at St. Bartholomew's.
Well, that might be helpful if we do encounter anyone.
Absolutely. Let's.
I guess to the Batmobile.
Let me get this here. St. Bartholomew's Teaching Hospital was founded in 1123 and is the oldest in England. At this time of night, only a few staff are around, and they are busy tending to patients. Eventually, a nurse tells you that the morgue is closed and won't open until the morning. No one has seen Dr. Lawrence Warwick, and before you can ask anything else, the nurse hurries off at a doctor's summons. If Warwick is in the morgue, you will have to find a way inside. You know that the main entrance to the morgue is via a steam-powered lift from the hospital, but the lift door is locked, and there are too many people coming and going to attempt a break-in. Thinking on your feet, you try outside, hoping to find the morgue's delivery entrance. Stealthily, you find it, down a private access ramp at the rear of the hospital. The heavy metal door has been propped open. Its lock is broken, perhaps by Warwick? Light spills out from inside, threatening to alert passerbys to what looks like a robbery. Thus, you slip inside silently and close the door behind you. As the door clicks shut, a blood-curdling scream rings out from inside the morgue. You rush toward the sound instinctively, racing through a hallway and into an autopsy suite. Let me take us to the morgue. And let me finish the flavor text here. You see a blood-stained autopsy table in this room here. Scalpels and a bone saw lie on the table. Dr. Warwick is slumped on the floor next to a leather bag, his back pressed against a table leg. He is covered in blood, pawing feebly at a scalpel jammed into his neck. He gurgles at you. Bloody, bare footprints and handprints dot the floor around him. Warwick is wearing boots. Whoever stabbed him must still be close. Seeing this will require all of you to give me a sanity roll. All right, Dr. Campbell, you did not pass your sanity roll. Those that did pass, you lose 0. Those that failed, Dr. Campbell, you will lose 1 point of sanity. And so on your character sheet, you can go to your sanity score. Right now it's 59. You can drop that down, or excuse me, 60. You can drop that down to 59. And if you lose 1/5 of your sanity score in a single day, for Dr. Campbell it would be 12 points. For the others it would be...
Or me the same?
Yep, would be the same. And 8 points for Randolph. Then you would go indefinitely insane, which is probably not what you want to have happen. Let me grab this. Perfect. Dr. Warwick croaks as you approach, his hands gesturing frantically. Dr. Campbell, please, when you fail your sanity roll, you are going to let out a small, you're going to have a small reaction, a gasp, a scream, drop something. What would Dr. Campbell do upon seeing his friend here with a scalpel sticking out of his neck, bathed in blood, with bloody footprints and handprints everywhere?
I'm sure he would let out a gasp, but he'd very quickly recover, as it does. I believe it did say he was tried to always be prepared, and then he would like to try and see if he can attend to this in any manner. He does have his medical tools with him.
Yeah, give me a first aid or a medicine roll. And Randolph, you have seen in wartime people badly injured, and you know that many times if the wound is potentially fatal, there's an urge for them to speak, to say their piece, their last word. Give me a psychology roll Mr. Weatherby. Wow, extreme success by Dr. Campbell here. So you are able to stabilize him, but he is drifting in and out of consciousness, and he is definitely feeling poorly. Randolph, he's gurgling something incomprehensible. You can't quite hear what it is, but as Dr. Campbell reaches in and is attending to him, Dr. Warwick grabs him by the lapels, pulls him in close, and chokes out, pointing towards the door that you just came out of. Don't let them out! Don't let them out! And then he loses consciousness. He's not dying, but he is badly wounded.
I actually run out to see, let who out, and actually look like left, right, and if anyone is going, and if the door that we closed when going in is still closed.
So yeah, when you came in through this door, and that door is still closed, and you can see that there are bloody foot and handprints leading all across through here, and the handle from the inside of that door is just smeared in blood.
Let's see. I will actually pull a pistol out. Just no, wait, I don't have. I do have a pistol, right?
Yeah.
And I have also a knife.
I will also
A
pull
pistol.
my gun out.
Let me have Donald Blythe give me a listen roll.
Mhm. Sheesh, I am really on a roll.
Do you want to push that or
Yeah.
spend luck?
Not yet.
What's Dr. Campbell doing?
Well, once he's certain that he's been stabilized, he will perhaps see if he can't hear anything, or if he peeks out, if he knows what the fellow doctor was speaking about.
Yeah, give me a listen roll.
All right.
Do you want to spend 8 luck or push that?
Yeah, I will spend 8 luck.
You can hear sounds. There's small sounds, like a small creature, small animal, maybe a dog. You can hear it. It's coming from this office over here to the side. And there are bloody prints and splotches all across the floor, leading in and out of the different rooms.
Before I go anywhere, do I see like anything has been done on the autopsy table? Like there was a body or something on there shortly before.
So
Is there fresh blood? Basically, I'm looking for fresh blood on the
there
table.
is. So on the table there are scalpels, a bone saw, and a small hatchet, and they are covered in blood. It looks as though these were recently used on a body due to the pieces of bone and viscera left on them, but there is no sign of a corpse. There's a small bag next to Warwick that has glass bottles of kerosene as well as some phosphorus matches. It sounds as though he brought things here to start a fire.
I mutter like, what the hell did the good doctor get into? Is he going completely insane?
Yeah, he is in way over his head. Mr. Weatherby, you're over there by that door where the sound was coming from?
So I'm following the bloody footprints.
Give me a listen roll with a bonus die, since you know that there was a sound coming from here. Your best soldierly instincts kick in. Do you want to spend 13 luck, or you can push that?
I'll just spend the luck.
Okay. You can hear a voice, and it's saying, "Operator, I need the police. I need to report a murder. Yes, the hospital morgue. They're still in the building. Please hurry. Come quickly.
Okay, I'm gonna draw my gun and slowly and quietly enter the room.
You step into the room, and the first thing that you see is this is some sort of consulting room, but next to the door is a rather large telephone that would go to the central operator of the hospital, and lying on the desk speaking into the receiver is a head. It is a disembodied head. Let me post a picture here. We got the head. And its eyes roll up and it looks at you and it smiles. I've got to go. And it rolls off of the table with a loud plop onto the floor.
Oh, can I shoot at it?
Yeah, let's just go into some initiative combat here. Now, who has a gun out?
I do.
Randolph and Donald.
Yeah.
I do, but I wouldn't shoot it. Like, God, we still don't know if it's hostile or anything.
Let me. So the first one up. So if you have a gun out, you add 55 to your dexterity, and so Donald, you are first in initiative order. So you can hear. Oh, actually, sorry. Before we do this, I need a sanity roll from Rory, or excuse me, from Randolph. Yeah, that is that is not great. You've just seen this talking head here. That will definitely be a loss of sanity. You're going to lose 1d6 points of sanity. Let me roll that for you. 4 points of sanity, please. And now, Donald, you're up first. You'd have time to rush to the door and peek in and see. You probably don't see the head because it has dropped onto the floor.
Yeah.
But you can see that that Randolph is very clearly shaken.
I think that I cannot really. Well, I mean, I can, but I don't want to just shoot. I will just walk in and see what's going on.
At that point, you
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
I see.
You see the head on the floor, and when you see that, give me a sanity roll. As the head actually will roll towards you and try to bite you on the leg.
Wait, it attacks me?
It does.
What the How rude. 1 second. Rude.
Nice. You will lose 1 point of sanity. And you will again have
Okay.
that brief moment where you let out a scream or a jump or drop something.
I will absolutely jump back a bit.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
you
Probably bang
lunge
myself.
back. Just absolutely shocked to see this. Randolph, you will be up next, Randolph. You've seen the head on the floor. You've seen it rolling towards Mr. Blythe.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot at it.
Okay, go ahead and target it. If you recall how to do that, hover over it, push T. It will target it. There you go. And then on your character sheet, you can click on the combat, click on the handgun. Now, this is going to be point blank range. You have an option. Well, okay. Oh, you clicked on it a couple of times here. Hang on. You can do a single shot, or you can do up to 3 shots.
I'll just do a single shot.
Okay, go ahead and click the roll firearms from the chat bar. 80 or 80. That is not going to be a pass, and you don't have enough luck to make that a success. So your shot buries itself into the floor, and the head turns its eyes towards you as though judging who it should attack. Dr. Campbell, you're up next.
Well, in my medical supplies, would I have anything flammable?
Yeah, you would have like alcohol that you could use to sterilize or clean things, and that would definitely be flammable.
Uh, Although I'm not sure if I'd have any means to set it ablaze.
There were still phosphorus matches on the top of the autopsy table. No, on the bag next to the good doctor. It's not the-
Well, perhaps if do I have would I have an overcoat on or something of the
Absolutely.
sort?
I mean, I
Absolutely.
still have the lab coat I took from his house.
Because I think Dr. Campbell will try and just maybe restrain it with some sort of coat if we could just wrap it up.
Yeah,
Yeah, I also don't think this is dangerous.
give me that sanity roll as you see this disembodied head that's snarling and trying to mouth words at you. In fact, it's speaking in some strange language that you do not understand. Oh yeah, easily. You've seen talking heads before. This is no big deal. You think it's probably just some nervous reflex that's making the mouth move, and that sound you're hearing is probably, just wind blowing through the ventilation system. You will lose 1 point of sanity just for seeing it, but it's not enough that you are adversely affected by it at all. If you want to try to wrap it up in a coat or a cloak, that's going to be a fighting maneuver roll, which is basically a brawl roll. So you can do a fighting brawl on this head, and it will get a chance to either try to evade that or to fight back, and it will probably try to bite you. And so you got a regular success. He will try to bite you as you scoop him up, and he got a fail. So you've got him. You've got him wrapped up in this bag, and it's thrashing around, and you can see it biting into the cloth, and it grabs a hold and starts to kind of twist its head. How, you have no idea. It has no neck muscles that would give it any sort of support, but it's pulling at the cloth, and you can see the teeth beginning to get through the very cloth. But you've got it wrapped up in hand. It is now the thing's turn. It's going to try to bite its way out of there. It's going to be a little difficult, so I'm going to give it some penalty die as it tries to bite out of that. And no, it cannot get out of that. You've got it in the bag. So we'll jump back to top of the order. We go back to Donald.
Can we see? Like, I assume this is the room where the bloody footprints or boot prints or whatever led to.
So the only prints you see here are kind of large, splotchy prints, and it looks like maybe the stump of that neck may have left them.
So, yeah, that's kind of like I am looking for any other creature that could have done that, and particularly whatever that was leaving footprints next to the Dr. Campbell that probably also stabbed him, which was, I don't think the head did that.
Yeah, give me a spot hidden roll.
I will try to lock this. I should have enough.
You can see that, looking at the ground, you don't see any of those footprints, handprints, but you look up and you see that one of the ceiling tiles has discoloration on it. And then you see the first little drip of blood come from that tile, and it falls down and lands right near your shoe. And looking up, there's definitely something up in the ceiling.
I like kind of point out, like not try to not say anything, but just point out to my fellows. Maybe like do some sort of sound to catch their attention. Try to quietly point out. And start like after the next turn start, I will start looking around like something that I can stand on, like table or chair.
So there are chairs or desks in here that you'd be able to slide under there.
Yeah, I mean I assume this is all that that gets from my turn. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
If I can, then I would start showing those things up.
perfect. Let's go to Randolph.
I guess I'll just kind of help him after I see the blood on the ceiling.
Okay. And what about Dr. Campbell? You still got this thing thrashing around in this coat.
Yes, I will turn to Randolph and say, "Here, hold this," and hand him this his head, and then I will sort of make my way back towards the room where the doctor is to retrieve those matches.
Okay. And Randolph, how do you feel about holding that thrashing head in that bag?
I'm kind of freaked out by the whole situation, and I'll just try to hold it as far away from me as possible.
Perfect. The head is going to struggle to try and get out again. Give that a roll here. It's trying to bite at you through the cloth. We'll give it a penalty die. Yeah, still unable to bite through there. Let's go back to Donald. You have a chair or a desk beneath you. You can step up into the to where you have access to the ceiling if you like.
Okay, can I not stand directly under the discolored tile, but try to point it like upwards without being underneath?
Yeah,
If not, then
absolutely.
yeah, I will just poke my head through. But yeah,
Yeah, maybe
if possible, then I will try to not stand my head there.
give me a stealth roll as you are doing your best to make that happen. Oh, nice.
Good.
Yeah, so you're able to slide it up. And as you slide it up, you can hear this slurping, gushing sound as something begins to move rapidly away from the ceiling panel there. And it sounds like it's moving to the east, kind of back towards the main area. And you just catch a faint glimpse. You don't have a light up there to see, but you catch a faint glimpse of movement, and it's something slick and glistening and wet.
Face.
But it
And I
seems to
do.
be,
Am I pretty confident it is going eastways, exactly towards the door?
yes. Well, it seems to be heading almost in the direction of right where Dr. Campbell is standing. So it seems to be heading.
Okay, yeah,
right
I
over
definitely
here.
jump down from the table and actually start screaming now. There is something in the. Is it in the ceiling
Yeah,
or is it ventilation
it seems to
shaft?
be in the ceiling. So there are panels in the ceiling, and it seems to be just something up in the ceiling, maybe moving around the ceiling fixtures.
I assume that in my career I have been through such crawl spaces.
Oh yes.
How good are they for supporting human weight? Like if I were to chase down after it through the tunnels, how safe it is? Because I kind of feel they can. I cannot probably stand up there. Like cannot stand upright or fight well in there.
Right. So there would be wooden supports that would run across that you could lay your body against, or you could stand or crawl on, but it would make moving difficult. But you could get up there. It would bear your weight. A worker could get up there if they needed to work on ventilation or access any pipes or anything that's up there. But you'd have to be very mindful of your step, or you would fall right through the ceiling.
Right. But I can stand upright. I
Yes.
probably not. I have.
Probably
Oh, I
not.
can.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd be able in some areas you'd be able to stand upright, but for the most part you would be either crawling or on your stomach. When you get into
Yeah.
areas where there would be large ventilation ducts, then you would be able to stand.
And I don't have anything that could give me light. And I assume
No.
there's complete darkness out there.
Absolutely.
Okay, I am jumping down from the table and like shout that there is something inside under the ceiling or on the ceiling, and it is moving that way. Let's point it east. I will try to point at my best abilities towards the door, main entry door.
Perfect. Randolph, what are you doing?
I think I'm still holding this head, and I'm kind of just waiting for Dr. Campbell to get back.
Do you give the head a little shake or smash it up against the wall or anything?
No, I'm just trying to like keep it in the bag.
Dr. Campbell.
Well, if I could retrieve the matches and then make my way back.
Yeah, you go in and grab the matches. There's also, there was some scalpels, a bone saw, a little hatchet. Anything else you want to grab while you're in here?
No, I perhaps just, well, I suppose a bone saw could never hurt.
Well,
Extra
depends on how you
extra
grab it.
dose of kerosene.
Yes.
Yeah, grab a
If
little
there's anything
kerosene.
flammable, yes,
Yep,
I
so,
will.
so he's got glass bottles of kerosene in here. You could take those. In fact, now that you see these bottles, it's likely he filled these from a large container of kerosene from his apartment. And then perhaps he just brought the large container with him as well, deeming that he didn't quite have enough. So he was frantically trying to gather things up to bring them here to burn.
While I'm gathering these, is he still unconscious, or could I ask him a question?
He is unconscious. You see that he's breathing, but he seems to be unconscious.
All right. Well, as long as he's been stabilized, I will grab this equipment and make my way back.
Perfect. The head is going to thrash about trying to get out of the bag. Trying to bite at Randolph. Give it a penalty die because it's in the sack. And no, cannot quite get through there. About this time, Dr. Randolph, or Dr. Campbell, you hear a sound up above you, and you look up just as the ceiling bursts inwards, and this massive pile of viscera, of entrails, just splatters down on the ground next to you. And I do have a picture of this. And as it hits the ground, it lashes out with a length of intestine trying to snare you. And it's going to get an attack on you as it lashes out with tendrils. Oops, hang on, I got that attacking the wrong person. Let's try that again. You can fight back if you want, Dr. Campbell, or you can try to dodge.
I will try to dodge.
Give me a dodge roll. You need a hard success.
Yes. One moment.
That is not a hard success. Do you want to push that or spend luck?
No, that's okay.
Ooh, you will take 5 points of damage. Let me inflict that on you. You take a major wound and you fall prone. I need a constitution check to see if you go unconscious.
Jesus Mary, this hits hard.
You are not unconscious. However, you did take a major wound. You just took half your hit points in a single blow. So you hit the ground, you are prone, and this viscera is slowly oozing towards you, trying to wrap tendrils of intestine around your neck to try and choke you. As though to add insult to injury, I need a sanity roll as you encounter this. And you will lose 1 point of sanity. And let's go back to Donald. You're up.
Well, I guess I wanted originally to just run and follow the sound, maybe shoot out the ventilation, but I guess it's a different plan. I don't think I would have the enough presence of mind to realize we need to burn this. I will probably draw the knife and try to cut Dr. Campbell free.
Perfect.
Yeah, like, I assume it's still gripping him with a tentacle or
It
something.
is, yes. Yep. So you'd have to hack right through the intestines that are slowly looping
Yep,
around his neck.
that's the intention.
So that's going to be an attack roll with the knife. That's a fighting brawl.
You have not selected a target. How do I select the target?
Just select the viscera from the map. There you go.
I don't know how to select it. Do I just click it? What do I do
Just,
with it?
You should just click on it.
Oh, no, it says, no, I still am not selected.
I usually double click and that targets it.
Oh,
And then
it rolled anyway?
From the chat
I guess
screen,
it rolled anyway.
Yeah,
Oh.
it did it anyway. From the chat bar, you can roll the percent. So that is a failure. As you
Okay.
go to lash at it, it's going to attempt to fight back, and it just needs to get a success, and it does not. No. So, yeah, it is unable to attack you, but you cannot quite get a lash in there. As you're bringing the knife down, you see the doctor put his hands up, and you very nearly cut his hand. Had you rolled much worse, that you did roll a fumble, but not quite enough to cut his hand, because I don't want him to die right now. So we're not going to kill him just yet.
I mean, that was the Viscera that fumbled, thankfully.
Yep, thank goodness. So yeah, it was not able to tighten the grip on him. Randolph, you are up.
Okay. I guess I'll just run out of the room with the head and try to get to the matches and the kerosene to burn these things up.
Okay, and right there you see the viscera attacking the doctor. In fact, Donald, for seeing the viscera, and the two of you, I need a sanity roll.
Astless.
In a pass, you will lose 1 point of sanity. Donald, you will lose 3.
1d6. God damn. 3 this way. Math is failing me.
Alright, so you come out and you can see that he's being attacked. What do you do, Randolph?
I'm just gonna try to get to the matches.
So the matches, when he fell as the viscera attacked him, the matches he had in hand spilled out across the floor. And you can see there are probably 8 or 9 matches that are within reach. You could go over and grab. You don't even need to make a roll for it.
I'll just grab some then.
Okay, you've got some matches. You've got the head in the bag. What do you do?
Is there something I can use to light the matches?
You know that the doctor would have alcohol. There was also some bottles of kerosene back in the autopsy room where you found Dr. Warwick.
And these are phosphors. They strike on any surface.
Yeah, so you can strike them on anything. So no problem getting them lit. Just need to burn this flesh. And he did mention you found the documents that there was an incinerator somewhere here at the morgue. So a furnace where you could burn all of these body parts, cremate them.
Okay. I'm going to light one of the matches that I have and throw it on the bag with the head in it.
There may not be enough. It's called activation energy. That's how a small flame turns into a big fire. There may not be enough just on the cloth. You may need something to accelerate that, like kerosene or alcohol. I'll give you a luck roll to see if you can light the cloth. Oh no, no. Yeah,
you set your own code.
Right. You strike the match and you're holding it on the bag, but not realizing that you're setting your sleeve on fire. And so then you're patting out the sleeve, but it's not enough to get the bag to light. You need some sort of fuel to feed that fire. Let's go to the Viscera. The Viscera is going to do its best to strangle Dr. Campbell with a length of intestine. And Dr. Campbell, you may choose to fight back, or you may choose to dodge. So from the chat screen, you can click on dodging or fighting back. So it got a hard success. So if you dodge, you just need to get a hard success. If you fight back, you need to get an extreme success. Oh, okay, you dodge. Yeah, well done. So you managed to probably put your arm up and deflect the little loop of intestine that's coming around your neck. Dr. Campbell, it's your turn.
Just so that I remember correctly, is it if you're fighting back that you have to get a greater success, and if it's a dodge that you have to that goes to the tie goes to
tie
the
goes to the
dodger?
dodge if you're dodging, and tie goes to the attacker if you're fighting back.
All right. Well, now that I'm hopefully somewhat free from that, I'm just going to try and grab a bottle of kerosene that I had picked up, and just perhaps even just smash the bottle on this viscera and then light a match and ignite it.
Now, it is on top of you. That means you will likely catch on fire as well. You're going to get kerosene on you.
That's all right. I can take my jacket off
Okay.
after I've lit it.
Give me a fighting brawl roll with a bonus die to do this. It's not super difficult, but I mean, you are being attacked by a pile of guts. It might be a little bit nerve-wracking. And that is not a success. You can spend there you go. Spend 13 luck. You coat the viscera and give me a luck roll to see if you get it on yourself. By 4. You do get some on yourself, but it's not a huge amount. You strike the match on the tile floor, and as it flares up, blue flames just pour out over the pile of viscera as well as over your jacket, and you can feel the heat beginning to burn. You are going to take 1d2 points of damage. You're going to take 1 point of damage, Dr. Campbell. The viscera will take significantly more. Roll 2d6 for me. Nice. Viscera will take 6, and it continues to burn. Alright, we go to the head. So the head was not lit on fire. It's going to continue to thrash around, trying its best to bite Randolph. Again with the penalty die. And Randolph, you can fight back if you like, or it didn't succeed, but if you fight back, if you get a success, you maybe crack it up against the wall or down against the floor. So on the chat screen, you can click fighting back if you want.
Yeah, okay.
I'll let you do that. And then you can click on it says punch fighting brawl 60%. There you go. Go ahead and click on roll damage. Nice. Inflict pain. 5 damage to the head. And that was more than half of its health. It's down to a single hit point. Let's see if the head passes out. The head is unconscious. So the head passes out. It's not dead, but it is unconscious. Let's go back here to the combat tracker. All right, Donald, you are up.
So, do I understand correctly that the viscera does not have anything bound against the doctor? They're both on fire.
Yes, correct.
Because my intention is to try to kick the pile of viscera in such a way that it somewhat flies off and they are kind of more separated.
Yeah, I love it. Let's do that. So that would be a fighting brawl to do that kick
Yeah.
there.
That's not. I guess it's a punch. I can make it a punch, maybe.
Yeah, you could do a punch.
Oh wait. Huh. I'm not sure. I
Ooh,
roll it right.
that is a critical.
Oh damn! And he shoots and he scores.
Yes, he does. So he has to. I mean, he's going to fight back. He needs to get a critical success in order to fight back. Yeah, no. So you're going to do maximum damage, which for your punch is 1d3. He's going to take 3 points of damage just from the kick, and you send him. Let me see. What's your strength score? Your 1/5 is
Nothing
10.
particular.
So I'm going to take your 1/5, so 10. You boot him 10 feet. So he just
That's formidable. God damn.
rolls across the ground away from Dr. Campbell.
Yeah. And I will prepare myself to try and pet out the fire on Dr. Campbell.
Excellent. Randolph, you're up.
Okay. I guess I'll just start, like, smashing the head against the wall or something.
Okay. Be a fighting brawl roll. Oh, okay. That is an extreme success, so that's going to be maximum damage. He's going to try and fight back. He's going to have to get an extreme success as well.
He's
Was it
unconscious, so he
Oh,
probably
yeah, he's
can't.
unconscious. Sorry. Yeah, correct. Thank you. So that's enough damage to drop him to 0. But it's not dead. It has to be burned. Just so you know, it has to be
Can
burned.
I start, like, looking around for the incinerator after
Yes.
that?
So the head is no longer going to be combatant until he regains his consciousness. Let me get him out of here. Oh, there we go. And you can move if you want to walk a little bit. You can try and find the incinerator. You open that door, and this room is a furnace room. There's a large a gas-powered brick furnace here, and there's a large metal door that provides access to the flames within.
Awesome.
You get the door open and toss the head inside.
Yeah.
I'm just going to get rid of the head. There's a strange foul smell coming from the furnace as the head ignites and burns up. Let's go back to the viscera. Is going to take damage. It's going to take some fire damage here. 3 points. The viscera is going to bolt, and it's on fire, but it begins to slurp its way across the floor, rolling almost like an octopus on dry land, throwing out tendrils like tentacles and then pulling its bulk with those intestines. Dr. Campbell, you're up next.
Well, I suppose I will follow the viscera, and if I can throw something at it, just to slow it down.
Oh, what have you got in hand you could throw?
Perhaps I have a scalpel in my bag.
You do have a medical bag that would have scalpels.
Don't
Well,
you have
I
a
will-
flask of alcohol or
You do have
kerosene?
a flask of alcohol, which would probably
I
make
guess
him burn even more.
That's a good idea. I should do that. I will throw another bottle of alcohol at him.
Give me a throw roll, and you can add a bonus die to this. Throw is one of the last skills that you have.
I might just try and, I guess, throw it in front of him so it shatters, and then he'll run through it.
Okay.
If I can.
Oh, you got it with the bonus die. Roll 2d6. See how much damage he takes. Okay, how do you kill the viscera?
So I think I aim my throw just ahead of it so that the bottle shatters, and spills alcohol over the floor. And as it runs through it, it ignites in a big fireball, and the viscera is burned to no more than ash.
Excellent. You have gotten rid of the head and the viscera. Well done. We're out of initiative order. Let's go to Donald Blythe. What do you do next?
I will try to see just if the doctor is all right. Like I assume he took a lot of damage and injuries, and I ask him if he well, he doesn't look all right, but if he's alive and can stand up.
Yeah, he took a major wound. Probably got a pretty good crack on the back of his head, and you can see he's bleeding from back there. But he's up on his feet. He's clearly shaken physically and emotionally by what has happened. But he's still aware. He's definitely still in the fight.
Okay. Secondly, I will try to take a look back at the door if it's still not open,
Yeah.
because like I still have a suspicion there is still the rest of the body that may be running around somewhere.
Correct. Yeah, the door is still shut.
Oh. Hmm. I will like speak to my compatriots, like I guess just the doctor. Uh, do you think we got it all, or is there still something of the body left?
No, I would think that there's likely uh, more left here than just the head and the viscera.
Let's go and check on the other doctor if something didn't eat him in the meantime.
He is on
Wait.
the ground. He is somewhat conscious. He's drifting in and out of consciousness, and you hear him whispering about cleansing fire, that only fire can put it to rest. And he seems to be in
Is there
a bit of
any
a
actually?
daze.
Is there anything like a mop or a broom? Because I don't want to touch the viscera, and I want to shove it to the
Ooh,
incinerator.
yeah, give me a luck roll to see if you can find something like that.
I'm kind of getting out of luck. In the meantime,
Okay, well there,
I sleep on the floor.
yeah, there's nothing in here at all. You know that, you know, they have to have cleaning supplies here. There's nothing in this room, but there's probably a utility room that might have a mop or a broom or cleaning supplies because this floor needs to be mopped multiple times a day.
I got so bad luck. There was a mop before, but when I started looking, it disappeared.
Yep. How about let's go back to Randolph Weatherby.
I guess I'll just start searching around the other rooms for any more of these
Okay.
body parts.
Go ahead and head towards a room, and likewise, Dr. Campbell, what are you doing?
Well, I will also head back to meet up with Randolph and ensure that he was able to handle the head all right.
Yeah, Randolph mentions that he found the furnace just down here in the bottom left-hand corner of the map, where he disposed of the head. Now, as
Do we
you,
still have any sort of feed tracks or something? Sorry, you wanted to say something.
I was going to say, as Randolph opens that door, something happens. So, Randolph, that is a staff room. As you open the door, a leg, the right leg, comes flying through the door and kicks you right in the face. And you see the other leg, the left leg, in this room as well. And it begins to hop very quickly, springing towards you, ready to bring you harm. Let me grab those into combat. Let's see. All right, the right leg. Let's see, Randolph, did you have your gun out?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, and Donald, do you still have your gun out?
Not anymore. I was hacking with the knife.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Randolph, you're up first as the leg comes at you.
Okay, I'll just shoot at it, I guess.
So if you want to target it, and then you click on your pistol. Oh, well, there we go. Go ahead and you click. Can you click on inflict pain? Or do I need to do that?
I don't have
I think
an
I can do
option
it.
for that.
Okay, there we go. Excellent. So your 22 caliber handgun puts a very small hole into the leg. It punches just right through the meat. It's not enough to stop it, but it gets everyone's attention. That right leg then continues on towards you, delivering a cruel kick right across your face. And you may choose to fight back, or you may dodge. And both sides fail, so it kicks at you, and you kind of lunge out of the way. You get tangled up, but you're not able to get away cleanly. Let's go back to the next in the round, which will be Donald. You're up next.
I originally wanted to think of somehow barricading or just jamming somehow the door so that they can't escape what the doctor wanted us. But I guess if I hear shooting, I have to go and see and somehow assist. So I guess I just run into there.
Yeah, and
I'm not
from
sure if to what extent can I get in there and run inside, maybe to the point of not standing in front of a pistol.
Yep. You
For
could move
the
to
side.
right there if you liked.
So yeah, I guess that's my turn then.
The left leg
Starts legging it.
it begins to leg it. It will actually slip out, and it kicks open the door and comes out into the hallway. Right there. And Dr. Campbell.
Well, if I could, this time not break a bottle, but if I have another bottle of that kerosene I'd collected, I will just begin to coat the leg in it.
Yeah, give me. It's a fighting maneuver, so it'd be a fighting brawl roll. The leg's going to try to kick it out of your hands. It will fight back. And if it gets a regular success, you will take damage from this. Let's see. No. So, again, you're not able to get the kerosene onto the leg. The leg is a little bit too agile. There's kerosene on the floor, but not on the leg. Randolph, you're up.
Could I try to have it chase me into the incinerator room?
Sure. It seems to want to fight you. You could do maybe like a persuade roll to try and get it to chase you, or unless you can think of something else that you might do.
I guess I could just shoot it again then.
You can try calling its mom some evil name.
Your mother was a left leg. Oh, there we go. So that's an extreme success. Nice. So that's going to be 10 points of damage because it's got impaling damage. It's a penetrating strike, so let's inflict pain. That should take out the leg. Yep. How do you take out the leg with your 22?
I guess as it's trying to attack me or kick me or something, I'll just shoot at it.
Nice. And you hear the splintered crack of bone as you strike right into the knee joint, and the leg buckles, unable to move. It still needs to be burned, but it is out of the fight. Donald, you're up next.
Okay, so yeah, I will try to chase down the other leg so that it doesn't escape. So I'm not sure how far. I have movement 9, which I don't know how much is compared
So
to the
that'd be
leg, but
9 squares.
I have no idea how many I
You've moved
want.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you'd have 2 more movement. And diagonal
Yeah,
would
I
count
get-
as 1. Yep, right there. And that door should be open. There we go.
Yeah, like I will just try to. I guess not now, but next turn I will try to probably just jump it some sort of football tackle, try to grab a hold of it.
Well,
That's
the
the
left
idea.
leg, sensing you, will spin around like a ballerina's pirouette and deliver a kick right at you.
Oh, unfortunate.
And you may dodge or you may fight back. And it's going to miss, so fighting back might not be the worst choice here.
Yes, I'm just trying to, like again, like as for the combat maneuver, I'm trying to grab a hold of it to physically carry it to the incinerator.
Let's click on the maneuvering. So on the chat screen, it gives you a choice of dodge, fighting back, no response, or maneuver. If you click on maneuver,
Oh, I see. I see.
and then click on the fighting brawl, if you succeed, you will have it grabbed. Nope. So you're not able to get a hold of it. It's very slick. It's got blood all
I
over
mean,
it.
it's probably also small.
Yep, very
Comparably.
very small. Dr. Campbell, you can see the
Well,
Oh, we
leg,
got the same failures.
right? 76 and 76.
Yeah, I will say to Randolph, why don't you go help Donald? I'll take this leg to the incinerator and I will pick that up and begin to make my way down to the incinerator.
Excellent. So you've got the leg heading down to the incinerator, and Randolph, you are up next.
I'll just go to the other leg then.
2, 3, you can move 2 more. Do you want to shoot?
Yeah.
Okay, you can fire with your handgun. And that's going to be a success.
Good, good.
Nice, 4 damage to the leg. He definitely felt that wound. Donald, you're up next.
I guess if there is shooting, I don't want to kind of stick my hands in there. So
Right.
this may change my initiative if I pull the pistol now and try to shoot it myself.
Yeah, so we can draw your initiative. You got your pistol out. You can go ahead and take your shot.
Okay. Yes, handgun. I still don't know how to select it as a.
So if you hover over the leg and then push the letter T, will it target the leg? Or if
Oh,
There
okay.
you
Yeah,
go,
this
there you
changed sound. Yeah, target dummy. Yeah, this could work.
ooh,
It hits. Roll for damage. I think I have slightly bigger revolver than a 22.
So he's gonna take 7 damage. Okay, and he had 6. So how do you take out the left leg?
Its knee is complete. The kneecap is kind of shattered, so it's like kind of like twitching on the ground, but it cannot really bend anymore.
Nice. You've got both legs taken care of. Dr. Campbell has the right leg. Who wants to pick up the left leg and take it down to the furnace?
I assume Donald is closer, so he will grab it.
Perfect. Randolph, what are you doing? Well, he's got the leg, and both Donald and Rory have the leg.
I guess I'll just go to the next room, see if there's anything there.
Okay. 5, 6. You got enough to open the door. And Dr. Campbell, what are you doing?
Well, if Donald meets up with Dr. Campbell in the hall, he'll offer to take both legs and he'll head down to the incinerator if he wanted to go and barricade the door.
Then I will actually try to toss it, or more like slide it across the floor.
Nice. You just fling it and it
Uh,
slides, kind of making lazy loops on that
um,
tile floor. Oh my goodness! Wow.
I did not expect that. Like I
Yeah.
was actually expecting some sort of scatter going completely wrong
Uh-huh.
direction.
No, it's
But yeah, it actually goes reasonably close for picking up.
yeah, absolutely fantastic slide across the floor, Dr. Campbell. You can head down to the furnace. Randolph, you have gone into. It looks like there's showers and a water closet. This would be a changing room for the doctors to change in and out of their attire to do procedures.
Is there any more body parts in this room?
Give me a spot hidden. There is very little blood in here. Let me roll that for you. Looks like maybe you are maybe having some issues, but I can roll that for you. Ooh, no. So you do not see any body parts in here. You can push that roll if you want. Or...
I'll just move on
Okay.
if I don't see anything immediately.
Let's go back to Dr. Campbell. You're in the furnace room. You open up the grate, and there's a stench of burning flesh coming from there, from the viscera and the head that have been tossed in here. And as you add the legs to the pile, you see this strange blue smoke seep off of them as they begin to char and blacken. Let's go back to Donald Blythe.
Is there still a door? Oh yeah, there's door to our right. So I will not do Randall. If there is any, have you found anything? I guess if he exited without shooting it, no.
Yeah,
So
nothing
yeah,
of note.
I'm not sure how many movement points. Let's call it this way.
So
So yeah,
we're
I'm just
not
heading
really
towards
in
the door.
combat, so you could move all the way down if you wanted to. We're just kind of
Yeah.
exploring right now.
Yeah.
And
I'm not quite entering it still. Like I'm still kind of cautiously looking inside,
Yeah.
peeking.
as you
Oh,
peek,
hello, a hand.
there's something in here. As you peek
And there's
open
a
the
mop.
door,
Yeah.
there is a mop. Yep. So this was the room with the mop. As you peek open the door, the arms have made a trap in here. They have destroyed a steam valve in the maintenance room and rigged it to scald whomever first sets foot in the room. This will be a spot hidden roll to see if you notice this trap. If you do not, it's 1d6 plus 1 points of damage.
Let me see. I do see this time.
You do see it. So now give me a dodge roll with a bonus die.
Close enough.
Excellent. Yep, you get out of the way just as a jet of scalding steam blasts out of the maintenance room. Followed shortly thereafter by both arms. Let me drag us into another combat.
Yeah, I have seen a few actual sort of shotguns rigged up in the door in character, not in real life.
Yeah, I hope so. Alright, let's get this combat started here. Alright, anyone have a gun drawn?
I don't. But actually, no. Yeah, I was holding the leg, so yeah, I don't.
Yeah. Randolph, did you have your gun out? You've been shooting.
Yeah, I had my gun out.
Perfect. Randolph, you go first then. Do you move up? Do you...
Yeah, I guess I can scream at him that, yeah, there's a leg here.
Sorry, just moved everybody. That's...
I guess I would move towards the arms to try to take them out.
And that's your movement. You can take a shot from there. It won't be a point blank shot, but if you want to shoot at one of the arms. Click on base range. Oh, that's a hit. Nice. Okay, 4 damage to the arm, and that The arm falls down, wounded. Let's see if the arm is down for the count. Yeah, no, the arm was able to resist being knocked unconscious. Good thing, because there's no consciousness in that arm. We go next to Donald.
Well, I guess I pull out the gun again. No, I think I took only one shot, so I shouldn't need to reload.
Yeah.
Yeah, the target. 1 second. Yeah, I think I see only one arm from here,
Yeah.
so...
You probably don't want to stand in front of Randolph and his pistol.
No. Donald, roll firearms, regular...
Oh, that's going to be a good one. Now, that is that's a hard success. I was going to say you could have spent luck to make that an
Right,
extreme
yeah.
success, but
I clicked already. I probably would have, but I clicked already. Too late.
that's okay. So he takes the damage from your shot, and it is left arm's turn. The left arm bounces along the ground from its hand, comes out with its stump, and is going to swing up and try to punch Donald right into the face. And you see that... actually, sorry, that's not the attack. He's got a screwdriver in his hand. That's what he has. He's going to try and stab you in the face. And that's a miss. You can fight back and, whip him with your pistol, or you can try to dodge. The fact that he missed might help you want to fight back.
Yeah, I will try to do fighting back. I can't really use the small knife. I have a pistol in hand, so
Yep.
no knife.
Oh, that's a success. Roll damage.
Yeah. I guess I just knocked it out from the air and it fell on the ground and landed right on the elbow or something.
Ooh, nice. So then from the chat screen, if you click
Oh,
roll
yeah, I
damage,
still not. Oh, sorry. Yeah, my bad.
and that will do.
Nice.
Hey, 3 damage, not bad. And it is it's down to 0, so that arm is out of the fight. The right arm will come out. This one has a wrench in its hand, and it's going to do the same thing. It's coming right for Mr. Blythe. And that is a regular success. You may try to dodge this, or you can fight back. And since you've already
I'm not sure
dodged
how.
once, you'll get a penalty die.
Yeah, I don't remember what was it. So yeah, I guess. Does it matter if I fight back or dodge? Like, I mean, I know I have 5 more in fighting back, so.
Yeah, so if you dodge, you just need to get a regular success. If you fight back, you need to get a hard success.
Oh, I see. Well, I guess then dodging is easier still for
Dodging
me.
would be easier. And you managed to dodge, so no damage. Excellent. Dr. Campbell.
Well, I will. Assuming that hopefully this is these are the last parts that we need to find, I will douse. Well, I guess just in case there is anything else, I will not break another bottle, but I will begin to perhaps if I could just portion out amount of the kerosene and just I don't know how well I could toss it towards the arm, but I will try and do that, I suppose.
That'd be a throw roll.
Maybe with a disadvantage. I don't know. I just
I
imagine that would be difficult to.
I think probably with a penalty die.
To throw kerosene at it, but.
Oh, man. Nope. So it splashes along the wall. You do not manage to get the kerosene on there. Donald, you're up next with your pistol.
Alright. Still not in this.
And Rory, you hear a scream coming from Dr. Warwick.
No, nothing.
That is a no. Randolph, your turn.
Okay.
Oh man, terrible. The right arm with the wrench is going to swing in again at Mr. Blythe. That's going to be a hard success. So you can dodge and just need to get a hard success. If you fight back, you need to get an extreme success. Otherwise, it's going to clock you over the head with a wrench.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm still trying to dodge. Not good enough.
So, ooh, you
Ouch.
take 5 points of damage. Oof.
Out of 14. Is that enough? Not yet,
Nope,
I think.
Nope, not yet. 2 more, there was a chance that you would lose consciousness. Dr. Campbell, your turn. You hear a cry coming from the room just to your right, where Dr. Warwick was.
Well, I will come to investigate it.
You open the door and you see the torso, missing the head, the arms, the legs, and the viscera, trying to smother Dr. Warwick, just placing the inside of the abdominal body cavity over his face, trying to choke him to death.
Well,
Sorry, and that door should be open.
yes, I will attempt to, perhaps if I could get it off of him, kick it off of him so that it's no longer on him so that I could burn it.
Yeah, it'd be a fighting maneuver.
Sorry, so do I just roll brawl then?
Yes, you could target him and then just roll brawl.
Okay.
Okay, let me...
It did not target him, but...
So he will fight back. He flops angrily is his fight, so he needs to get an extreme success in order to succeed. And he does not. Okay, so you may deal your kick damage, which I think is 1d3. And your 1/5 of your strength is 10, so you can kick him 10 feet. So kick him over here. Nice.
Good.
3 damage to the torso. Excellent. The torso's turn. The torso. Let me grab this right here. Make you not prone anymore. There we go. The torso will slowly roll and shamble towards you, Dr. Campbell, and it will flop angrily upon you. So you can make a dodge or you can fight back, and he missed. So fighting back, if you get a success, you'll kick him or club him again.
I will pull out my bone saw that I picked up and...
You don't
Nope.
quite manage to hack into him, but you're probably a little better off with that than just with your foot. Donald, you're up next. The right arm in front of you is wounded, but not out of the fight.
Yeah, I guess I'll keep firing. Don't think there is a better option.
Well, that
Not
is a
quite.
miss. Randolph.
I assume I cannot lock it, I assume.
Right.
I'll just shoot at it again as well.
Oh, it says you're out of ammo. You would have reloaded. Let me reload you. In between some of the shots, you would have reloaded. And you've taken 3 shots, so you'd be at 3. Okay, try that again. That is going to be a success. Go ahead and roll damage. Nice. Let's see if the arm passes out from pain. It does not pass out. It resists it, but it is badly, badly wounded. It will try to club Donald in the ankle with that wrench. You may fight back or you may dodge. It missed, so fighting back might not be a bad idea.
Oh, definitely. I guess I'll try to stomp it actually.
Yeah.
If it's lying on the ground. Not enough.
Not quite. Dr. Campbell.
Well, now that I have the torso here, I will take out my bottle of kerosene, and I suppose I will smash it over this one and light it ablaze.
Okay, give me a fighting brawl roll to do that. As it's flopping angrily. So you smash the bottle. It gets everywhere. It's on Dr. Warwick. It's on you. It's on the torso. It may not be in your best interest to try and light that on fire. The torso will fight back as it flops angrily at you. And no. Does not succeed. Alright. Then the torso's turn. It will do its best to try and knock you off of your feet by flopping on you. And you can fight back or you can dodge this. Ooh, that is a miss. Fighting back, you just need a regular success with the bone saw. That is not a success. Got your hands full with this torso. Donald, you're up next. This thing is trying to club you with a wrench. It's hanging on to life.
Oh, this is getting ridiculous. Like, Donald is kind of getting nervous because it has been a while since the first shots rang out, and it's gonna be a matter of time before police appears, and he does not want to be there. This needs to... Okay, I will actually shoulder my weapon, like put it back or even drop it on the ground,
Okay.
and pull out the lab coat that I still keep, probably,
Okay.
and just try to drop it on top of the leg so it doesn't, so I can just kind of restrain it.
Perfect.
I'm not sure like how much time do I have for that. It's gonna be some sort of maneuver, and maybe it will launch it next turn. I don't know.
I think give it a shot. Do a fighting brawl. That would be your maneuver, but with a penalty die, since you are kind of doing a lot. Especially if you just drop your gun and pull this out, it just takes a little bit of time. So maybe with a penalty die.
Okay. How does one do that? Fighting. Oh, I can do. This is penalty die. I cannot set it to penalty die. Why cannot?
There you go. I got
Oh,
it for
thank you.
That is a failure. It's going to fight back. And let me set it to fight back with the wrench. And it clocks you with the wrench.
Critical, unlucky.
But only 3 damage. Could have been far worse. Randolph.
Yeah, I'm now below. I am now below my half hit points. Does it matter?
No, only if you just take that in a single wound.
Okay.
What you got for us, Randolph? You got a shot with the gun? Oh, yes, you do. You got a shot. That's an extreme success. It's going to be the penetrating damage, impaling strike. 8 points of damage. The arm is dead. Excellent. Dr. Campbell.
Well, perhaps if I could, I'm not sure, kick the torso away so that I could just light that and not catch myself and Dr. Warwick on fire.
Do it like a punch.
Sure, let's do that. Yeah.
That is a no. This torso is giving you everything it can. Torso will flop. This is for it to fight back here. This is not its attack. It's just it fighting back. Just needs a success. Nope. So now the torso will attack you for real. And no, you may fight back if you like, Dr. Campbell.
I'm bound to pull it one of these times.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, good.
Extreme success. Roll the damage. And you did the minimum amount of damage, but it's better than what you were doing before. Randolph, with your gun out, you're up next.
Okay.
You can hear the sounds of commotion coming from
Yeah,
that main
I'm
room.
gonna go into this room and help Dr. Campbell out.
Yeah, and you can see that torso on the ground there. This is your last shot before you will need to spend an action reloading.
Let's hope it's good.
You've been good so far. That looks really good. That's another impaling shot. And the torso is it's at 0, so it is effectively out of the battle. Okay, let's end the combat. You've got all of the body parts either burned or prepared to burn them. All you need to do is take the arms and the torso to the furnace.
Yeah, Donald will start to pack up the hands into the coat and removing the screwdriver and the wrench from them, unless they are like tightly gripping it in death throes. And yeah, starts to moving. Although he probably also holds his head because, goddamn, he took some amount of beating.
Yeah, really good hit. As the final piece sizzles and shrieks in the flames, a gut-shaking hum emerges from the furnace. You hear the floor rumble and shake for a moment. The door of the furnace buckles outwards, and a plume of purple-colored smoke belches out and dissipates into nothingness. The last vestige of magical energy driving and animating the body parts no longer exists on this plane or on any other. You have destroyed the bits and pieces. You will all get to do some rewards here. So if you destroy all the bits and pieces, it's plus 1d8 sanity points. And if Warwick survives, it's plus 1 sanity points. And then we can do some improvement rolls. Let me turn on development mode.
I guess if it's one shot, it doesn't matter that much.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Just, if you want to feel like you earned a reward here, you can. And then if you want to do your improvement rolls, on your character sheet, there now is going to be near the top, there's a little blue ribbon with 2 gears. You can click on that and then click on where it says development phase, and it will do all of your rolls to see if you were able to improve any of your skills. So Donald Blythe improved spot, hidden, stealth, and throw.
By 10, spot hidden.
By 10, yeah, that's a maximum upgrade. That's fantastic. And
Sorry, where was it that we clicked for?
So on if you go to the character sheet, the top ribbon, there's going to be a small blue ribbon that has 2 gears. Click on that, and then it will say development phase. Click on that, and it will do all of your rolls at once. So Randolph Weatherby increased firearms by 10%. Wow, which is really good. You used it enough that makes sense. And Dr. Campbell, your dodge went up by 2%, so not a huge bump there, but still some improvements nonetheless. You take Dr. Warwick, you take him out of the morgue before the police arrive. You probably leave the mess here for the cleaning ladies to take care of. They're not unused to seeing blood here and there. As long as there's no body parts left around, you think you're probably okay, and probably best if the police don't arrive while you are here, and especially while Dr. Warwick is here. You get him back to his apartment, where you sit him down, tend to his wounds, and he points over to a cabinet where he has his finest scotch. You pour yourselves each a glass of scotch, sit down, and he begins to thank you for helping him to destroy this experiment gone wrong. And that's the end of Bits and Pieces. I hope that you all had fun finding all of those pieces. It's a very different sort of adventure from most other Call of Cthulhu games. You know, finding the bits and pieces, it's a little bit comical, but it can be kind of fun, you know, having the head make the phone call, and the kicks and the punches and stuff definitely makes it a blast. I hope that you guys had fun. I know it's just after midnight for some of us, so I'm going to be brief so that we can sign off. I have recorded the session. I'll get it posted ASAP, and I look forward to playing with you all again very soon.